Welcome to Win-Win for Women. And today in New York's Divine Channel show, I am going to be teaching you how to overcome fear and how to start winning in all areas of your life. Is fear stopping you? Stop self-sabotaging and start winning. My question today is fear stopping you? I know myself for many years, fear was stopping
the podcast, Monty.
and no longer does fear stop me. And if I catch it trying to creep in, I recognize it and I push it away. I talk to it. I even have a conversation if necessary, because all it is certain aspects of you, not all of you, trying to protect you from the last time that you had something go in a way that wasn't wonderful, wasn't the way you wanted it to go, basically. So today, what we're going to be talking about is how to overcome fear, how to stop self-sabotaging, and how to start winning in your life. Okay, let's go. If you have not already joined our email list, I would love for you to do that so that you get all of our emails, all of our updates. So go to my website, CamilleConti.com, and go to the very, very bottom of the website and it will say join our mailing list, and just put your email right in there and you will be on our email list. That way, whenever we have a show going on or an event or anything special, you will get our email. So just go to CamilleConti.com, CamilleConti.com. Go to the bottom of the page, and at the very bottom, it says join our email list. Go ahead and do that right now. Also, if you haven't received the invitation email for our holiday party, please know that you are invited to come to our holiday party. And it's on December 8th, this year, 2022. Go ahead and send me an email with your name and your mailing address if you'd like to come, because it is an online holiday party. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing there. However, we're going to be sending you a care package to your home before the party so that you can enjoy some of Conti's Gourmet Kitchen lovely refreshments while being at the online party. I had one of our clients ask me yesterday, how do you have an online party? And I said, haven't you gone to an online party since COVID quarantine? And she said, no. And I said, well, you're missing out. So this year, December 8th, 2022, in about 2 months, we're going to have our holiday party. I would love for you to join. We're sending care packages out to everybody's home. It's going to have some of Conti's Gourmet Kitchen in there, which is my wife, Jean Marie Conti, who is an amazing chef and baker. So you will be spoiled and treated with some holiday treats. And on our online party online, you'll be getting a link, especially for the party, in an email to you, or you can go right into our Facebook group, New York's Divine Channel, Camille Conti. You can have it all. It's a private Facebook group. So just type it in if you're not already in there, and you have to ask for approval to join the group. So it's a private group. So just go into New York's Divine Channel, Camille Conti, and you can have it all. And then just ask to join the group, because in the private group, we will be posting our TV shows weekly, what the topic is going to be. And we will also be putting the invite in there for the holiday party. At the holiday party, we're going to be doing a mind spa treatment. So it's my gift to all of you. So all of our viewers, all of our students, all of our clients in the Academy of Divine Rich CEO, and our viewers for New York's Divine Channel. are invited to come and partake in a fun celebration. We'll be celebrating all of you. We'll be celebrating all of your successes. We'll have some graduation students that are graduating from different courses that will be getting their certificates, and we will recognize them. And then we'll do the mind spa. We're going to be doing stress reduction hypnosis, and that's perfect for the holidays. And then we're going to do 2023 goal setting, the way the big girls do it. What I mean by that is the people that are out there making great things happen, high performance achievers. I'm going to be teaching you how we do it. I actually went to a course and was trained on how to do it. And I've actually had probably 10 or 15 courses on it over my lifetime when I started my own business. And I did start my business when I was 19 years old. I think 18 years old. And since I was 18, now being 53 years old, my wife always tells me not to tell my age, but I'm proud of it. So she goes, "You don't look your age." I know. That's why I like telling my age. Over the 36 years that I've been in business, I have had countless classes on how to set your goals and achieve your goals. And if you are setting your 2023 goals in January, you have missed the boat. It's too late. Not that we can always say it's never too late, but why would you want to miss the boat when you can be completely prepared and ready to have the best year of your life? The very best year of your life for 2023. Let's ramp it up now. And on December 8th at our holiday party. So if you're coming, please send me a text message. If you have my number, please send me an email with your name and mailing address, because I'm going to be sending a care package out to your home with some gifts in there for the holiday. And there will be some Conti's Gourmet Kitchen treats in there. My wife, Jean Marie Conti, is an amazing chef and baker. And actually we have a catering license for Conti's Gourmet Kitchen. So you will get healthy, approved by New York State baking and cooking standards of whatever we send to you. And Jean Marie's cooking up some ideas right now. I can't wait to hear what she's got in mind. I know that one of them she's talking about is one of our very famous and popular Italian Christmas cookies. So if anybody loves that idea, put a thumbs up in your window. Authentic Italian. I told her she's an amazing Conti. She took my maiden name as her last name in our marriage. And I told her she's doing amazing, forging the next generation of Contis. So you're going to be getting some lovely treats. And if you're coming, we need to know no later than December 1st, because we have to mail all the care packages out. And don't tell us at the last minute. We want to have a really good running count of how many people are coming well before December 1st. That's just our deadline. So this way we know how much supplies to buy, because we actually have to make part of this holiday care package that we'll be sending out to you. And this is our thank you gift from Camille Conti Agency, from the Academy of Divine Rich CEO, our Academy, and from Natural Image Care, Camille Conti Skincare and Cosmetics, certified organic, clean beauty. And by the way, our skincare and cosmetic company sponsors our television show and our Academy, as well as our agency. And so any of you who are like, well, Camille hasn't done a show on her skincare and cosmetics. Well, I will be doing one at some point for the holiday, as we always do an amazing Black Friday sale. And I'll be doing an age-defying how to look and feel 10 years younger for the holiday as well. And today, our topic, now that we've got the room full and we've got a wonderful group of people here, our topic is conquering fear and winning. And I'm going to ask you right now, and raise your hand, is fear stopping you from something in your life? It doesn't have to be all parts of your life. There's usually aspects of our life and arenas in our life where we're confident and where we're doing well. And then there's the arena or the aspect of ourself or the arena in our life that we do have fear in. So I know at one time in my life, I had fear in all aspects of myself and in all arenas of my life. And many of you probably have a hard time believing that because you know me now, but you didn't know me back then when I was overcoming insidious injuries and having several traumas in a row happen over a short period of time, with the divorce, with my son having medical stuff, with my sister, my baby sister dying at the age of 33, and I was only 35 at the time. That was over 17 years ago. And at that time, my whole life came crashing down. It was just too many family deaths and the death of my marriage. And then I had the death of a business partner, not a real actual death, but our business partnership. We figured out we couldn't work together. In fact, she said to me, when you get done with your marriage divorce, then we have to have our divorce. And it was like, oh my God, which I already knew because I wanted it just as bad as she did. So I'm like, wow, I have to have the divorce of my marriage, the divorce of my business partnership. My baby sister just died. My son just got all kinds of medical stuff that we have to go to doctor. And it was a hard time. So if any of you feel like, holy cow, I feel like I'm in that spot in my life right now, raise your hand because I want you to stay tuned because we're going to help you with that, because we're going to help you conquer the fear that your life will always be this way, because it won't be. And when we get to the 11:30 time, we're going to go into an interactive breakout session and we're going to be able to do some cool stuff today. So in the training part here, I want you to get your pens and paper out, please. And I want you to take some notes on what I'm going to give you, because I'm going to teach you how to overcome fear and to stop self-sabotaging and to start winning in your life, in all areas of your life. And pick the area of your life or the arena of your life where you want to be winning. You might have one arena, maybe you have two. Maybe it's your love life. Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's your parenting and your children. Maybe it's your money, your financial situation. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it's all of it. Maybe it's you as far as your health and your wellness and how you feel mentally, how you feel physically, how you feel emotionally, how you feel spiritually. And maybe it is your marriage. Maybe it is that you want to be married to the right one. Everybody's got different areas of their life where they're confident, and then other areas where they're letting fear take a stronghold over their life. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can break that stronghold. No matter how strong it is, no matter how long it's been going on. It might have been going on your entire life. This might be the first time that you are having enough hope and you're brave enough and courageous enough to come forward and raise your hand and say, yes, I need help. I need to move it on. So if you're one of those people, please raise your hand. And if you don't want to come on screen, you can raise it with the little hand raiser icon. But if you can come on screen, that's even better. You're all invited to come on screen and be able to interact, because then I can see your faces. That's the cool part of the live component of it, is when I'm able to see your faces, if you're able to. I know some of you might not be able to, and that's understandable, because I know some people are listening like it's their radio show in their ears while they're at work, and we're allowed to listen to the radio while we're at work most of the time, at least some jobs. And so if that's what you're doing, that's totally fine. But if you're able to come on screen and smile and interact, I would love that too, because that always makes it fun, exciting, and you can answer the questions and I can see your facial expressions too. Okay, now write down the arena in your life where you feel like fear is stopping you. Okay, write that down on your paper right now. We're going to do a little exercise together. And now write down if you have an aspect of yourself where you think in that aspect fear is stopping you. Okay, so maybe the aspect of you is your physical. So you're feeling like, well, if I could only lose weight, or if I could only gain weight, or if I could only get over these different medical things I have going on. Now, remember, medical things going on, pain, fibromyalgia, all these different mysterious illnesses and known illnesses are all a physical sign of an emotional untreated issue. And so it took me a long time, but I healed a whole bunch of medical conditions that I was dealing with. And when I found out that they were all attached to an emotion, I was able to clear it out. So during that time, I had fear that I was never going to get better. I was always going to be this way, and I wasn't going to be able to move on with my life. I wouldn't be able to find somebody to have my one true love and be happily married, because who would want me the way I was sick? So if anybody's thinking that way right now, that's fear stopping you. False evidence appearing real. And it's a real thing. The acronym false evidence appearing real is very true, because over the years I figured out all of the things I was fearing never came true. And wow, did I have a vivid imagination of all these crazy things that could go wrong. Oh my God. Now, if I had only back then in those days been using my vivid imagination in order to create my dreams and goals, I would have shortened the length of unnecessary turmoil and self-inflicted pain that I had been putting upon myself with my attitude and my thoughts, because I didn't know about being able to reprogram your mind. I didn't know about taking authority over your life. And I didn't know that you could rewrite the thought patterns and the programming in your subconscious, conscious, and unconscious mind. These are all things that I started to search for answers, because I had enough training in some of my educational programs that I had been in my life to know that education is everything and that knowledge is power. And so I knew you can get knowledge from anywhere. You don't have to go to college, although college is great, yes, but you can get knowledge from so many other places. So I started searching for the knowledge and searching for the answers, and things that were told to me that could never be healed, like mental imbalances, like the neurotransmitters, like the mood swings, the depression and the anxiety. I had fear that some of these medical people that were saying that it could never be healed and you'll always be on a medication, you'll always have to take this. I had fear that they were right, but at the same time, there was hope inside of me. There was a glimmer. It wasn't very big, but it was enough to make me start searching for answers. And then I started praying about it and setting intentions. And I started lighting my candle with my prayer and my intentions and my meditation time. I feel like prayer is talking to God and meditation is listening to God. And journaling is writing down the messages that you got from God or received and talking to God in your journal. So I feel like the journaling is just the written version of prayer and meditation. So I did all of it. I didn't really like it. I didn't enjoy doing self-care. I didn't enjoy doing self-work. So if you don't enjoy it, I'm right there with you. But at some point, when I finally started forcing myself to do it, and I started getting stronger, then I started enjoying it because of the results I got. So sometimes we like something only because we get what we want from it. So I'm encouraging you today, if you want to conquer fear and start winning in your life, if you want to stop fear in its tracks and start running your life on faith, faith comes from love. And fear comes from the opposite of love. So I don't know what the word we would use for the opposite of love is, but I guess we could call it hate. So if we're in self-hate, then we're in fear. If we're in self-love, then we're in faith. Now, I'm not encouraging you to just one day figure out how to easily be in a place of self-love and faith, because it isn't all of a sudden easy. It's a work in progress. It's something you're going to be working at all your life, but it gets way easier, way. Like initially it feels like you're lifting 10,000 bricks off your head and your neck and shoulders and you're unburying yourself. And so it feels virtually impossible at one point if you've really hit rock bottom. And some of you have not. And I do not say that I don't encourage that, but what I do want you to know is that it is a good place to hit if you end up having to, like if you're there. You know why? Because then there's only one place to go, and that's up. And from there, you're going to climb higher than you've ever climbed before in your entire life. And you will surprise and shock yourself if you start aligning with faith. And you know what? I would just strap faith onto your hip right now. That's step number one. So in your written notes here, where I said to pick the arena and the aspects of yourself that you feel are in fear right now, whether it's your career, your money, your parenting, as being a mother or a father. But in this show, this is a Win-Win Women Network. I'm a TV show host for Win-Win Women Network. This recording will go on cable television all throughout 195 nations all around the world. And the producers of the show decided to put me on the channels for faith and inspiration after they watched my first 2 or 3 episodes. So thank you very much. They felt that that was the very best place for our show to go out into 195 nations around the world. So it goes on Apple TV and Amazon Fire TV and Roku and like all those other things that are part of Amazon Fire TV, though they have tons of cable television shows, and they don't give us the time slots, just like any other television show that I've been on. And whenever I've been a TV host, they, as the producers, figure all that out. So we have the opportunity to record it live here and have you all join us every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. I'm growing an amazing tribe of sisters. So we have a sisterhood for success. And I want you to come every single week, Thursday at 11 a.m. Every once in a while, I run a rerun. If I'm not able to do a live show, it's going to be rare, but it will happen, and we'll tell you ahead of time. And when you jump in on a show, if it is a rerun, I actually have one of my staff producers from my agency running the rerun, and they'll go in there and click a little thing in the chat line and let you know that this is a rerun and Camille is not live at the moment. And here's the link in order to connect with her or to have a free miracle strategy session, so on and so forth. So we put something in there, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I will be live, and I will be doing my TV show from different parts of the country and the world in 2023. So sometimes when you tune in, I will be in Europe. I will be in Switzerland or London or Italy or Paris. Sometimes I'll be in Chicago or North Carolina or Florida or Colorado. So we have all kinds of great places that we are going to be traveling. Of course, my home base is New York in the Finger Lakes region, and our office, our non-surgery wellness center, is in Rochester, New York, where we do incredible non-surgery services. So if you come to the holiday party on December 8th, we're going to be giving away some gifts too. So there will be some prizes for people who join our online holiday party. And you have, obviously, as I said earlier, we'll be getting your care package at home, and we'll be doing 2023 strategic planning. Now, why will you be ready to do the strategic planning? Because you will execute the things we're teaching you today, which is how to conquer fear and start winning. So here we go. Ready? 1, you're going to align hip to hip with faith. So with divine. And if you need to have a physical representation that you've done that, then I want you to get a ring, even if it's $2.25 at the 5 and dime store. It doesn't have to be expensive. I want you to get a ring and put it on one of your ring fingers if possible, because our ring fingers, I don't know if you know this, are connected to our heart. They're heart linked. That's why we wear our wedding ring on the ring finger. And I know in some cultures it's on the right hand, and in our culture in the United States, it's on the left hand. And I'm sure there's other things in other cultures that I don't even know about. So in respect for everyone that will ever be tuning into this show in 195 nations around the world, over here in New York in the United States, we do the left finger for the marriage. And then it's nice to have some other rings that mean something to you on the other ring finger. So on whatever finger you have free to put a ring, no matter what the cost is, go get something fresh and new, even if it's, like I said, $2.25 at the Five and Dime store, and put it on as a representation of your heart link with divine. Okay. And if you have a wedding ring on, you know that your wedding ring means that you're heart linked with your spouse and with divine, because it's a co-creation with divine and your spouse, your wedding. That's a holy matrimonial sacred union with divine and your spouse. So that can represent that if you've already run out of fingers for heart link, because maybe you have something from your children on this finger or from your spouse that's a gift or whatnot. But make sure that you put your hand on the ring and do a little connection prayer. So right now at home, I want you to do this with me. And if you don't have the ring yet, that's okay. You can go back and do it again in your own words later. It's not the exact wording. It's really what your heart's intentions are. So go ahead and put your hand on one of your ring fingers, whether there's a ring or not there. And later on, you'll do it with the ring that you've chosen if you don't have that ring already on. Okay, divine. Follow after me. Repeat out loud, whether you're live here or whether you're listening to this recording at any date or time in the future. Divine, thank you for connecting with me 100% of the time in all moments. Okay, go ahead and say that again. Divine, thank you for connecting with me in my heart, in my body, in my mind, in my spirit, 100% of the time, in all moments, every day in every way. And today I set my connection with divine on a default setting so that I'm always connected to divine, no matter what I say, do, think, or think out loud, think inside my head that could potentially, in some way, without me knowing it, break the connection. I now make my connection with divine impenetrable from myself or anyone else or myself. And I move forward. I move forward in faith with unconditional love for myself, unconditional forgiveness, non-judgment, compassion, and radical self-acceptance for myself. And I move forward trusting and having faith in divine and in myself to know the next right moves, the next right decisions, and to find the next right thing that I need to do. I trust that with the co-creation of divine, I will be guided daily. I now open up to divine intervention in my life every day, in every way. I now open up to divine guidance in my life every day, in every way. I now open up to divine love, filling and permeating every cell of my being, mind, body, and spirit. And so it is. Amen, amen, and amen. And thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Keeping in mind that we are respecting all faiths, all beliefs of everyone all throughout the world. And that divine can be defined by you. You may call it the universe. You may call it something else. With respect for all people's beliefs globally, I ask that you say your version of these words whenever you feel fear creeping in. In fact, you can just say, "Be gone with you, fear. I am aligned with divine." Be gone with you, fear. I am 100% aligned with divine. Be gone with you, fear. I am 100% aligned, heart, soul, body, and mind with myself and divine. We co-create by faith, by trust, and by knowing the next right moves, by speaking with divine and speaking with the universe and knowing what the next right step is. And so it is. Woohoo! Give yourself a hand over there, wherever you are. Clap for yourself. Give yourself a hug. Put your hands over your shoulders. Good work. Good work. I'm so happy for you. Join my mailing list at CamilleConti.com, where if you go to the homepage and scroll all the way very down to the bottom, it'll say join our mailing list, and then put your email in there. That way you'll always get notifications of all of our TV shows. You will always find out about any online parties we're doing or live events, because we will be giving out invitations and inviting you to come for our spa rejuvenation retreat in the spring next year. So join us at CamilleConti.com at the bottom of the join email list and put your email in there today. Also sign up to come to the holiday party by sending me an email at Camille@CamilleConti.com. Camille@CamilleConti.com. Just let me know you're coming to the holiday party and that your mailing address is. Put your mailing address in there so we can mail you the holiday care package. And make sure you let us know by December 1st, but the sooner the better. So we have a head count and we know how many people we're going to be mailing out care packages to. All right. Stay tuned now for the interactive portion where we're going to connect on a deeper level and be not in the recording room any longer.